Music lovers are in for a treat this weekend. The University of Johannesburg's Weekend of Jazz is taking place at the university's Auckland Park campus from today until Sunday. It's curated with the young and the young at heart in mind, and the program nods to the nostalgia of this music genre. For more on this, I'm joined by Christine Msibi, who is one of the organizers of the Josie Unsigned, but I believe we'll call you the curator, is probably the more with it name for what you've done with this weekend. UJ Weekend of Jazz, is this the first time you're having it? What was your aim for putting on this weekend?
This is actually our second year with the UJ Weekend of Jazz. We had our first attempt last year, and this year it's our second year, so we're doing things differently. It's almost bigger and better. And my whole end goal was to, in general, put up a lineup that is intergenerational, and it serves different offerings for different sort of people and their relationships with jazz throughout the, throughout the weekend's offering, just so that we can get more people trapped by the delight that is jazz music.
You say you've learned quite a few things from the first time. What were some of the lessons you took from it in organizing this year's event?
I think, in essence, it was preparedness, because last year we started earlier on in the year, so just the amount of time we had to pull off what we were hoping to be a spectacular thing. But this year we have all our, we've covered all the boxes and we've marked all our ticks and so forth. So I'm hoping for nothing short of spectacular this weekend.
I'm quite fascinated that you really talk about trying to target the young and the young at heart. You talk about the intergenerational approach to the program. Is that because there is this feeling that jazz is something that your father, your uncles listen to on a Sunday afternoon after lunch? Is there still that stereotype about jazz? I
think there is, and I think for myself personally as Josie Unsigned, I really feel like we need to shake up the jazz brand, because it truly isn't an old man. I wanted to get going this thing where people say, if such and such is a person, it would look like this. And I think we would find that had people, played along with that, we would find that people really did think jazz was an old man. But if you look at our lineup, which is anchored in women, if you look at the demographic of the people on the lineup, all of whom are under 40, none of them are old. Majority women, and it's a very more cosmopolitan and far more contemporary space.
And I suppose if you go to the roots of jazz, that's exactly, it was the antithesis of that. It was people who were looking to break the mold of your more classical music genres.
Yeah, and they were all youthful people at the time that this jazz was happening in their lives. So we should never lose focus of the fact that jazz is far more youthful than how it's been branded at the moment. And so in essence, an event like this is, to build new audiences for jazz, to keep the audiences that we do have, and just keep that flowing. So
and shake off that idea that it's for purists only. Give us an idea now. Tonight you're kicking off with Sama Award winner Nomi Supasta, who's performing. I've heard great things about her, as well as the brother moves on. Give us a quick little taste of what people can expect starting tonight going through to Sunday.
Okay, so tonight is a very gripping sort of evening, more directed to the younger market. The Brother Moves On and Numi Superstar have been in the game for 10 years now, so they're performers ultimately in anything, and how they go about their performances is a very big sort of thing. So I expect a lot of colourful performances tonight. Tomorrow we have sort of musical fine art with Gabby Maduba and Nduduzo Makatini, and then on Sunday we wrap it up with some nostalgia from Spa and Diti Luzupo with excerpts from the South African Songbook.
And I see that you're also hoping that some of the events are family friendly as well. You really want this to be an experience not just for the adults, but people must feel free to be able to bring their children along.
Well, yeah, particularly the Sunday. Sunday we're going to be out in the sun with picnics and what have you.
And that's all on the Auckland Park campus
as well? That is all on the Auckland Park campus, which is actually a really beautiful space too. So it's easily accessible, it's easy to get to the highway, and it's not the center of town.
Exactly. It's quite easy to get to as well. If people want to find out more where to buy tickets and look at the program in the leisure of their own time, where can they find it?
Okay, you can go to www.uj.ac.za/arts, and that's where you can get all the details.
But I suppose if they just Google UJ Weekend of Jazz, it should come up on various sites as well. Thank you so much. That's Christine Msibi. She is one of the organizers of Josie Unsigned, and they've put together the UJ Weekend of Jazz, taking place from this evening, from today until Sunday, on the Auckland Park campus of the University of Johannesburg.